What's up everyone, we are back with another build. Today we are talking about my sword build. I'm really excited about this one. I think I found a really fun and unique playstyle that works really well. And I kind of got into this sword, not really the most excited about it. I was really in love with my Reaper build and Mace build and all of that. But I wanted to try it out and give it the effort that I think a lot of people wanted, as I've been asked a lot about this build. And so I came in with the mindset that I want to find something that works well with the weapon. Like I don't want to just go and use sword with 100% scholar and run chaos volley like a lot of people end up doing or just do in general for PvP. I wanted to find something that countered that kind of build, kind of something that could beat chaos volley builds. I think I found something that works really well for that, as well as I wanted to find something that really just synergized with the abilities that sword provides, and I think I've done that as well. And so I'm gonna walk through it now. I'm actually really excited. I actually really enjoy this build. I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, so we're going to walk through everything. I'm going to go through the abilities, some alternatives that you can do inside of some of the magic abilities that I've chosen, the ultimate, how it all works. And as I kind of walk through everything, I'll play some clips and showing it in action. But first things first, I'd recommend I'm rocking the Nightstone of the Beast. Because this gives a physical crit strike chance and the physical crit strike damage. And while that's like on its base really good, when I get to the abilities, I'll walk through why that's really good. And then also I rock a rogue blood type. So I'll go ahead and pop it here. I have 100% rogue. For the crit strike chance, the movement speed, which is really important on this build, the travel stuff, whatever, and then the chance to crit on exposed armor and everything is really nice. I think rogue is probably the best blood for this, but the other option could be warrior if you want to do less of the crit stuff and more just focused on rocking that, like just kind of more extra raw damage, a bit more defensibility, as you will be in the face of your enemies if you're rocking this build in a lot of moments. So it's nice to have that extra durability and kind of safety with like the parry and everything. So, but I personally like the rogue blood more. I find it gives me a good boost of DPS that really helps elevate this build. So getting into the abilities, we have the primary attack here. Just a simple 3-step attack here. Boom, boom, boom. Nice little twirl on the end. The second ability is called Whirlwind. You spin around and slice nearby enemies, dealing 35% physical damage every 0.25 seconds for 1.1 second. I'll show it here on Eli, my lovely assistant. So you see, it kind of spins around, damages. So one thing that you saw that happened there, and which is why I rocked the Rogue Blood, is that Whirlwind can crit on each of those hits. You have a chance of critting with the physical damage, which is increased with Rogue Blood, and Nightstone of the Beast, right? And then when the 50% chance on critical strike to expose victim's armor, you saw that happen there as well. So the whole Whirlwind thing is each time I can crit and then expose their armor, which increases the amount of damage it'll take from me in the future, as well as increases my allies' damage on them, which is super nice. And then next we're rocking Shockwave. Send forth a Shockwave dealing 70% physical damage and launching the enemy hit into the air for 1.6 seconds. Recast the ability to teleport to the target, striking it 3 times. Each strike deals 25% physical damage. So I'll show it here. And this is the recast. You see the 3 hits as we fall down. This is a really fun ability that allows you to kind of stay on top of your enemies, interrupt combos that they may be having, or any abilities that's landing. Like in this instance here, I saw the Arctic Leap coming down, so I threw it in to kind of interrupt their future plays off of that Arctic Leap. So you can do a lot of fun stuff with this, and I think it's a really enjoyable ability. And finding ways to combo your other abilities with Shockwave, it really enables this build a lot. So definitely practice using that ability. For the dash, I think there's 2 options depending on your playstyle. The first option is Veil of Frost. I like this one because I have the shield, which is as I jump in, it's about a 50 HP shield. Jumping in and with how much often melee you are between landing with them on the Shockwave, trying to spin around with Whirlwind and everything, that shield kind of helps protect you. I think this is kind of the move maybe if you're rocking Rogue Blood and don't have the Warrior Blood. But the other option is actually rocking Veil of Bones, because after you dash, you shoot out this projectile that will bounce around enemies, and then that will amplify them. So if you dash in, you can hit them with this and then launch in, and all this is amplified. You can see the extra damage they're taking and kind of chunks them, and it stays amplified after that, so I can then spin and everything else. So, and then that little ball that you shoot out will bounce across enemies, so that's really good. It's kind of up to you on which one you want to run. I think both are really good options. Coming to the abilities for the first ability slot, thank you Eli, I'm rocking Wisp Dance, and there's a reason why I like this. Obviously, no, the damage it deals is not crazy, but it's a nice little added, but it pairs so well with your other abilities because I can pop Wisp Dance, and then I can Whirlwind with it. So when I'm attacking someone whirlwinding, I have all these things going around, doing a little bit more damage, which is obviously nice, but the big thing is that it reduces the target's damage output by 30%. So when I'm on them and spinning around them with the Wisp Dance, I can make them, any damage they deal back to me is reduced. So I'm winning those trades 9 times out of 10, right? I'm just out damaging them very hard, and especially if you rock Veil of Bones or the shield. With the shield, the damage that they're doing that's reduced might barely break through the shield or get a little bit through it, or with the Veil of Bones or amplifies them, just doing even more damage, and they're dealing reduced damage. So I like Wisp a lot. The other alternative, if you don't like Wisp, that's also very good, is Power Surge. One of the common issues that you kind of have with this build that you have to kind of figure out is movement and keeping up with your enemies if they like double dash away or kind of maneuver around with the high mobility in this game. So rocking Power Surge is nice because it gives that increased movement speed, which lasts with the spin. You can see how much faster I spin around there with the Power Surge, and so that's just another nice thing. The attack speed is not the best, like most important thing, and because you're not really rocking high spell power, the shield's not that great, but the movement speed and everything really is helpful with keeping on them with the whirlwind and kind of helping those engages. But I personally prefer Wisp, but it's really up to you on which one of the two you like. The other ability I like rocking is Mischance. You block melee and projectile attacks for up to 1.5 seconds. You turn non-material and teleport to cursor location when the attack is blocked. Resets the weapon cooldown of your secondary weapon attack. Real fast, before we go into this, the wording here is a bit tricky. By secondary weapon attack, it does not mean your E. The game considers your primary attack as a weapon attack, so it's actually talking about your Q ability. So it'll reset my Whirlwind, which is still great because I could Whirlwind someone on someone. If they dash away and throw a Chaos Fall at me, I mistrance, dodge right up to them, TP next to them, and then continue my Whirlwind on top of them. You can do a lot of combos with that gives you a lot of flexibility. So I'll show you what it looks like here. So I mistrance, and I could TP, and you see there, this is the thing that people underestimate about this counter, and why I think it's the preferred counter of the two ones, is he wasted both Chaos Volleys. It acts as 2 counters basically, because if he hits that first Chaos Volley like you saw, I go unmaterial, so the second Chaos Volley, even if I don't TP in time, just passes through me. So it's basically acting as a double counter for free. And so what that can do is, like I said, I can jump on him, he might dash back, Chaos Volley, and I jump right back on him. So I'll show you like this. So as you can see here, I'll Whirlwind at him, and he'll dash away, and I'll mistrance, kind of right next to him, and continue the Whirlwind. And at this point, if he had the double dash and he dashes a second time, that's an easy shockwave I can land and just keep this pressure up that he is going to struggle to be able to fight against, especially if he's running a purgatory like that. And I know he's going to have to stay in that little circle if he wants to heal. It makes it even easier to hit. So you can really stay on top of people. It really enables you. Like you can see here another instance of I see the double dash happening, so it's an easy shockwave into my combo. So those are the abilities I like running. I think you can kind of swap around Mist Dance for maybe Shockwave, or there's some other abilities you might want to rock instead if that's more up your alley. And then running this Mist Trance just really enables this build to just stay on top of people. And then lastly, the ultimate, I run Arctic Leap. I think it's just honestly like top 3, if not the best ultimates in PvP, especially if you're running like a 3+ clan size server, just because the AoE and how condensed fights can get, it just spreads, and that freeze and the raw damage. Like you can see here, the damage of 2 Arctic Leaps going off, and just see how much they get chunked for. So I think it's the best. It also enables you to set up combos because I can Arctic Leap, and it freezes them, and then that's an easy shockwave, right? So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. It just, nice raw damage, freezes them so you can stay on top of them and just land things, and it's just super, super strong. And yeah, that's my sword build. Let me know your thoughts, and if you think it's good or not, anything you would change. I'm still playing around with this first ability. I like the Wisp Dance for the Wisp Whirlwind combo. You can see kind of hitting them both at the same time, and the fact that if I Wisp Dance and then Shockwave, well, I won't damage them in the Shockwave. it will last. So right here, and then right immediately as they land, they get hit by it. So if they try to return damage, it's reduced. So I like that a lot. I like this build a lot. I have a lot of like outplay potential with this, and it's really strong against like Chaos Volley users in that meta at the moment. So let me know your thoughts. If you're a fan of this, anything you would change around. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. And also check me out on twitch.tv/Redlaf, where I'm streaming V-Rising all the time and testing out builds and game styles and plays and etc. etc. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.